This evening, local business conned out of $1 million worth of jewelry. Ethnic Relations Commission hosts public consultations. Police arrest West Bank Demerara man after his house inexplicably burns down. Homeless persons claim of ill treatment from General Post Office. In the region, Colombian drug cartel puts 200 million peso bounty on drug dog's head. And internationally, former cricketer Imran Khan declares victory in Pakistani elections.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rivalt Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Greetings to our viewers in Guyana and around the world. Today is Thursday, July the 26th, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. This afternoon, the Guyana Police Force had issued a wanted bulletin for Stanley Paul of Lot 256 Dove Square, South Rivalt Gardens, Georgetown. Paul is wanted by the police for questioning in relation to unlawful distribution of fuel marker committed on the Guyana Energy Agency in April of 2018. Anyone with information that may lead to the arrest of Stanley Paul is asked to contact the police on telephone numbers 226-2870, 229-2655, 911, or the nearest police station. All information will be treated with the strictest confidence. Businesses beware. One local establishment gets conned out of over $1 million worth of jewelry. However, due to certain financial laws, the establishment itself may also find itself in trouble. Esther Sobers tells us why in this report.
The staff of Dave's Jewelry Store, located on Durban Street, was conned this week by a male and female who requested to have over $1 million Guyanese worth in jewelry made. When Headline News visited the establishment, the staff was unwilling to speak. However, according to reports, when the duo returned to uplift the items, the couple informed the workers that they did not have any local currency, only United States dollars. The business accepted $5,000 and the couple hurriedly left. It was only afterwards, upon checking closer, the workers discovered that the money was counterfeit. The two individuals were captured on CCTV footage. They were seen leaving in a heavily tinted Toyota Premio with PVV registration plates. It was reported that an investigation may be opened into the business as well. By law, all transactions in Guyana must be made in Guyanese dollars. In fact, earlier this month, the Bank of Guyana announced that it will be clamping down on the use of foreign currencies in local transactions. The bank advises that only banks and licensed cambios are authorized to conduct buying and selling in foreign currencies. The Bank of Guyana Act 1998 and Dealers in Foreign Currencies License Act 1989 provides penalties for violations, which include fines and imprisonment. However, the owner of Dave's Jewelry Store is offering a reward of $100,000 to anyone who may have information on the person seen in the footage. The police are also investigating the matter. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
It should be noted that the $100,000 reward will be given in Guyana dollars. Thanks, Esther. The Department of Public Information reports that floodwaters in Kokwani, Region 10, Upper Demerara, Berbice have receded significantly. The communities of Waterfront, Lamp Island, Araima, and Ginger Island are now drained after being under 8 feet of water only a few days ago, and residents' lives have returned to normalcy. The access roads are now free of water, and residents no longer have to rely on canoes to navigate. Residents had to pay to be transported into central Kokwani to access food and other services. Regional Vice Chairman Elroy Adolph has said that while the water has receded, regional officials will continue to monitor the situation. The Civil Defense Commission, led by Director General Acting Lieutenant Colonel Kester Craig, conducted a damage assessment and verification exercise before distributing water purification and sanitary supplies as well as food hampers. The residents are continuing to take health precautions. The recently sworn-in members of the Ethnic Relations Commission are currently hosting a series of public consultations. The goal is to get a better idea of what expectations members of civil society have for the ERC. Wendell Jeffrey was at the session for the interreligious organization and filed this report.
We have to overcome this issue of race. We've had it. As a young police officer, I remember serving on the West Coast Bobbies when villages were being wiped out and people were being killed, all because of racial issues. We don't want to go back to that.
Retired Brigadier Norman McLean, Deputy Chairman of the Ethnic Relations Commission, the ERC, and Chairman of today's consultation, said that the ERC has as its mandate the task of keeping Guyana from returning to those horrible days.
Part and parcel of why we have this Ethnic Relations Commission is to try to address and overcome this issue of race.
The ERC is hosting a series of consultations with a cross-section of youth, civil, non-governmental and religious segments of the Guyanese public. This morning's consultation was particularly for members of the interreligious organization, the IRO. The Afro-Guyanese rep on the commission, Barrington Brathwaite, said that the problem with race in Guyana is further complicated by the inclusion of politics.
There is an assumption that if I align myself and my party gets in, I can get something.
Sister Rajkumari Singh, representing the Hindu bodies on the commission, said that the ERC has developed a plan.
We have a plan. We plan for 2018. That all of you wouldn't have it, but we have a program that we are going to go about doing, and we are going to be trying our best to educate the nation.
Some of the inputs made by the audience is that minority religious groups such as the Baha'i, Faithists, and Rastafarians need to be recognized by the Commission.
I am not a Christian, and when people ask me, I said, I'm a Faithist. What is a Faithist? If they don't know, I said, oh, I wear long white clothes, I tie up my head, sometimes I wear color.
It was also recommended that the ERC should incorporate the newly released strategic plan of the Social Cohesion Ministry, and that the budget of the ERC should be expanded to include a staff that can adequately fulfill the mandate of the Commission. Commissioner representing the Muslims, Haji Roshan Khan, said this.
When we come here, our individual philosophies, be it Muslim, Hindu, or Christian, whatever we are, youths or whatever, we now enter into what I refer to as a national ethos.
Kenneth Daniels, of Science and Spirituality, said that racism would end if we see people as souls.
Each one of us here in this room is a soul. That makes a marked difference in how we look at people. We are soul first, then body and mind.
Judy Lewis, representing the Guyana Society for the Blind, brought a sobering and painful level of objectivity to the discourse this morning.
I've never really seen a white person, because I used to see a little bit as a child growing up, as a very small child, and then my sight went completely back 10. So I saw black people, brown people, red people, I think yellow people. They look yellow to me, Chinese. I am hoping that this ERC would, as part of its education, would try to confront stereotypes and deal with them, right? You know, you find...
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. Coming up after the break. Homeless persons complain of ill treatment from General Post Office. And man further remanded to prison for murder. But first, here is today's foreign currency exchange rates. For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
The Big King you love just chickened out. Introducing the new Chicken Big King with 2 crispy chicken patties and our signature king sauce. The new Chicken Big King, now part of our Burger King favorites. Only at Burger King, where taste is king.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride